are suffering with record high inflation, and it's clear these Liberals have no plan to deal with it responsibly, except more of the same mismanagement that got us here in the first place, out of control spending. Even financial institutions like Scotiabank have warned that their continued spending drives higher inflation. You can't spend inflation away. Isn't it true, Mr. Speaker, life is continuing to get worse, not better for Canadians under these Liberals, and they have no idea how to deal with it?
The Honourable Minister for Tourism.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the Honourable Leader of the Opposition for her question, and that side ran on a platform to spend even more deficit spending than we did. On this side, we have an affordability plan, Mr. Speaker. We created the Canada Child Benefit, which is right now putting $13,666 into the pockets of a single mother with 2 kids. We have indexed OAS and are increasing it. We are making sure there is a $500 home credit for people struggling with housing. Mr. Speaker, no plan for affordability on that side, a clear plan on this side.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, one idea is to reduce federal taxes at the pump to help ease the high cost of gas. Provinces are doing it, other countries are doing it, even the U.S. is considering doing it. What did the Liberals say when we made this suggestion? They said no. Whether it's lowering taxes on gas or things like removing restrictions and mandates, these Liberals always say no to good ideas. Why are the Liberals always so slow and reluctant to do the right thing when it comes to helping Canadians?
The Honourable Minister. The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Speaker, we are, of course, doing the right thing. That means actually working to address the supply constraints that have evolved since the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Canada has committed to increase its production of oil and gas by 300,000 barrels by the end of the year. We are working in partnership with our friends in the United States, with Brazil, and with a number of other countries to stabilize global energy prices and to ensure that we are actually addressing affordability on a go-forward basis.
The Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, under these Liberals, murders are at a 30-year high. We're seeing shootings and death increase. This weekend in Toronto is another sad example. But we shouldn't be surprised. The same minister who's busy misleading Canadians on the Emergencies Act is the one in charge of public safety. Liberals implementing gun bans while at the same time letting violent criminals into our communities is illogical and dangerous. Why won't these soft-on-crime Liberals do something to protect our streets and start by making sure gangsters and drug dealers stay behind bars?
The Honourable Minister for Public Safety.
Speaker, if that member had actually read Bill C-21, she sees that we're taking organized crime head-on by raising maximum sentences for illegal gun smugglers. She'd see that we're addressing the alarming concerns around handgun violence by introducing a national handgun freeze. She'd see that we're also addressing the alarming trend around the connection between intimate partner violence as well as with guns by the introduction of red flag log protocols, Mr. Speaker. And the only thing Conservatives can offer is making AR-15 assault-style rifles legal again. They should come to this chamber with more ideas.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
The Liberals, if you commit a crime with a gun, you get to do your time at home. How is that protecting communities, Mr. Speaker? But you know what? Everything these Liberals touch is a disaster, whether it's the soft-on-crime and often misunderstood public safety minister, or a heritage minister who's taking away Canadians' online freedoms, or a minister of foreign affairs who invites her delegates to party with the Russians, or a finance minister trying to spend her way out of inflation. It's all a disaster, Mr. Speaker. Isn't it true? Canadians are much worse off today than they were 7 years ago, and it's all because of their terrible Liberal policies.